The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to Dueling Comedians, where two comedians clash to see whose comedy kills and who gets killed.
Figuratively speaking, of course.
All this to determine who claims the coveted Dueling Comedians trophy. This is Dueling Comedians.
The show that you want to stop but just won't. This is Dueling Comedians. I am Tony V, and I am honored and pleased to have a very special guest, someone who I think dearly of on and off the stage, Ms. Kelly MacFarland, a fine and talented comedian, all-around good human being, one of the funniest people I get to hang around with, and for my money, one of the best comics working today. Pleased and honored to have you here, Kel.
Can you do all of my introductions?
Yeah.
Also, all the same things. I feel all the same things about you.
No, it's true.
It's like a love fest. I feel like the older we get, the longer we know each other, it's more of like, hi, it's good to see you. I respect and honor you. I think you're amazing. That joke is great.
Yeah, I mean, I watch you and it re-inspires me to be a better comic, and that's the highest. That's the highest compliment I pay anybody, because you're always working.
I'm trying, man.
And you're always working on new stuff, and it's always fresh. And the thing I like about what you do is I can always tell it's from the heart and from a place that is truly you. It's unique to you, which is the way I like to do comedy.
Well, I mean, I learned from you. I know you hate that. You hate that so much.
I do. I really do.
You have some years on me,
I don't like anybody blaming me.
Listen, I've been in a while now.
Right.
I know you guys don't like to think of me as all grown up, but
I know.
I've been in for a while. But like, I went on the road with you when I was 20 or something.
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
And
no, I didn't know.
You were the one who said to me after I bombed horribly, "Hey, this your personality that you have right now in a car." Do this on stage and people will like you.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I don't know. And you were like, no, I'm serious. You're just very funny as a person.
Yeah.
I don't know why you have to turn into a robot.
Yeah, not to turn this into Comedy 101.
Do it.
But that's what I believe comedy to be. And I say this to anyone who wants to listen or take it in or hear it. Your jokes are one thing. Your personality is what is behind that.
Yeah.
There's the surfboard and then the wave that pushes it. and oftentimes those two things develop at different rates. And once they sync up, you're home free, because then you have the voice for you to write for that voice. Instead of, a lot of people think, well, this is what I think a comedian is, and this is what they should do.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But you've had many successes.
I've done okay.
Yeah, I mean,
all things considered, I'm doing all right.
Right.
I'm still in it.
Yeah.
I make my living doing it. I think
that's day one.
It's weird. I was talking with some young comic a couple weeks ago, and he's like 4 years in or 5 years in, and he said to me, hey, so like, how come you just never like went for it? And I'm thinking, I did. Like, I don't go to a desk. Like,
right.
You know
this
what I mean?
Winning.
Like,
yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I think
to do something you love and get paid for it for so many years. That should be the reward in itself.
Agreed. And I also think I still have like a little bit of a spark. And that's the key, too. Like, when I watch you and you have a new bit, or you get excited about a bit.
Oh, I love a new bit.
I love when you crack yourself up, because, first of all, you've the best laugh ever. And also, you are so broken in there. Like, there's some – this is like a moving box mat. It's, like, labeled Medford. You haven't opened it in 20 years. And it's just broken teacups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe,
Very
like,
true.
a doll with missing its head.
Right.
And we don't know where you got it. Or it's just –
I don't know where it comes from.
I mean, seriously. And then – you crack yourself
right.
up. What's that bit you used to do about the boat? The boat. Remember the cruise ship guy? I was trying to tell someone about this the other day. You had a bit years ago about, wasn't it you? You were like, is this your boat? It was that cruise ship.
Oh, the
captain.
The Italian guy.
Yeah, the Italian guy.
The Italian guy that crashed into a...
I don't mean to bring it up, but this is my favorite bit you've ever written.
Oh, my God. Yeah. He got off the boat.
Yeah.
He crashed into an island.
Yes.
and then
like in Greece or something, right? Yeah.
And didn't go down with the ship.
No.
But got off the ship.
He's like,
and
I
walked
go
away.
get the gyro now. I don't know.
Right.
This looks bad for me. I leave now.
Right.
Yeah.
And he just left.
Yeah.
And they were looking for the captain,
Yeah.
and he was home sleeping.
Yeah.
And I wasn't driving that. It's the perfect thing of deny.
Yeah.
Is that your boat? No. Weren't you the captain of the boat?
I don't know boats.
I don't know boats.
Don't know boats.
Boats, I don't know how the
I'm a
boats
train
got there.
guy.
Never saw that boat. Never saw that boat before
Yeah.
in my life. Yeah.
But so I always think of that bit because it's so, that's how your brain works. That's why you're so funny, is because your brain, someone else, a regular person would have their chamomile tea watching the news and be like, those poor people. Nope, not you. You're like, that guy left his boat and he went and took a nap.
He was in his bed when they found him.
Yeah.
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 That's fun.
I
And that's
love
another
that
thing.
bit.
I don't hardly write things down
Yeah.
like they're for the moment.
Yeah.
And then people will come up to me years later and go, "Hey, whatever happened to that bit you used to do about?" I go,
I don't know.
or someone will do a bit, and I'll go, "Hey, that's really funny." They'll go, "It's yours."
Yeah.
And I go, "Oh,
jeez.
that's great. I should
Well,
do
stop
that." again."
stealing my
I should do that again.
I need to TM all my things.
I got to take a second and introduce
yeah.
you to my sidekick, Laugh Track Larry.
Yeah.
The glue, the adhesive, the epoxy that makes this whole thing sticky.
Hi.
His energy is infectious.
It's unbelievable. Well, you know, that's how I originally started doing the show. I was on the fence about it, and then they introduced me
To this guy.
Laugh Track Larry, and I go, if he's that enthused
Yeah.
about this project, then I got to get my foot in the door.
I mean,
You
look
know,
at him.
with Kelly's energy,
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. And
Yeah.
I'm getting
Are you feeding?
very-
You're feeding
I'm
off of it?
feeding
You
off
seem
that
wound up.
energy. I
Yeah.
am.
I'm pretty perky, so
You are perky.
Yeah. When he gets in this state, we keep all the breakables away from him.
good call right
Tony,
there.
I didn't know that you had female friends too.
I'm abroad, yeah.
Yeah, I have. I have a diverse range
Yeah.
of friendships,
Yeah.
and I cultivate them. You know, because there's used to be a popular belief that this business was difficult
Yeah.
for women.
I've heard that.
Right.
I don't, were you going to say something else? This is
No,
always
no.
sticky, right?
No,
We
go
just
ahead.
you can step in it when you start talking
Yeah,
about
I
this
know.
stuff.
I don't want to make it about that.
No, and you're not at all. But it's funny that you're bringing that up because I was reading this post by another female comic earlier today, and it was like, throughout my life, I've been made to feel like a sexual being in stand-up comedy. And in my head, I'm like, I have never been made to feel like a sexual being in stand-up comedy at the grocery store before, but
Sure.
not like
Not-
in stand-up.
Not at stand.
No.
No.
No,
I'm
I
going to go out on a limb here and say we're all, this group of people especially, and I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
I'm so protective of you.
Yeah, you are.
You know what I mean? And I think
You all are.
yes, but I think. That's a problem with us because you don't need protection. If ever there was a human on the planet who does not need protection and can stand up for themselves, it is you, Kelly MacFarland.
Well, thank you, sir. You know what's great, though, about it is that you've never made me feel like I need it. I feel like I'm one of you. Like that's, it's not, I
Yes.
want everybody to be clear
And
on that. It's like,
Right.
you're,
Here's how you know that.
Yes.
We will not alter our conversation
No.
when you walk in. When
No.
you walk by,
No.
or if you walk,
No.
while we're smoking a cigar in back
Nope.
of Giggles,
No.
we will not go, okay, cool,
Yeah.
Kelly's here.
No.
We know you're going to add to the ridiculousness of whatever's going on.
Oh, yeah. I hang by the dumpster.
Yeah.
I have no problem hanging by the dumpster.
Yeah.
I like it. I think the conversations are
Yeah.
funny. I mean, you guys are so stupid. You're just a bunch of dum-dums.
We've never grown up.
God, I love you guys so
Yeah,
much. And
yeah.
it's like, I've never felt like you think I'm less than in any way. And it's
certainly not.
Yeah.
I will quote my daughter Cecilia when she found out
Who is
that
amazing,
it
by
was
the way.
amazing, by the way. And when found out that racism was a thing.
Yeah.
Because it was
Right.
never
Not in your house.
Not in our house.
Right.
Anywhere. But she goes, wait. You mean to tell me that some people think that my friend Raven is less than other people? She's more than other people. And
Yeah.
that's how I think about you.
Well,
it's
thank
not
you.
that you're even a pair and equal. In so many levels, you're above and beyond that.
Oh,
So where can people find you quickly with the music?
KellyMacFarland.com and on all your social medias.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Instagram,
Sure.
Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Twitter.
Which I don't love.
Yeah, no.
No.
Eh.
Are we taking a break?
Yeah, that's that music.
We're not moving though, right?
No, we don't go anywhere.
Great.
People go get a drink or
We
something.
just hang out.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
This is David Garofalo, and you've heard me say it over and over again for many years. Please support your local cigar retailer. And I mean it. If you don't buy from them, they will go away, and then what? There'll be no place to go. That being said, sometimes you're far away from any cigar shops or a place that doesn't carry the stuff you've been hearing about and you want to try it. That's where twoguyscigars.com comes in. It's the number twoguyscigars.com. And unlike most online cigar shops, at twoguyscigars.com, you can buy a single cigar of whatever you want. You don't have to buy boxes or even 5-packs and suffer through cigars you might not even like. One of this and one of that is acceptable, appreciated, and commonplace at twoguyscigars.com. That's the number 2guyscigars.com. Thank you for your business.
Yep, we're back. And I always say that, I'm trying to find other ways of saying stuff like that because that's the usual. We're back. But
Yeah.
the honest truth is, we've been sitting here the whole time just waiting for the music to stop. And
Technically, they're back.
they're back. They could have gone somewhere else.
You should say that.
They could have gone, yeah. You're back.
You're back.
You're back.
Thanks for
And
coming
then
back.
we're assuming you're back.
Yeah, they never left.
Yeah, no.
Either.
They're probably glued to whatever listening device
I think
it is.
most people listen to podcasts in their car or like on their commute.
Yeah, that's what I think. So,
like,
too.
they're not going
They're not
anywhere?
going. Okay, so let's just
Yeah.
from now on, we're all in the same place. But you can just hear us again. That's the way we're going to.
We're all here.
We're all here.
We're all here,
Where
everybody.
can people see you? Is there-
Everywhere. I mean, I
everywhere?
work all over.
You really
I
do.
work all the same places you do.
Yeah. If I'm not there, usually Kelly's there
Yeah.
the next week or the week before.
Yeah, I mean, on occasion we get to be there together.
Oh, I
we
love
end up
that.
in theaters together, which
Yes.
I love.
Yeah, those
you
are
know, the
good.
Northeast. I
Anywhere
do
in
the
the
Northeast.
Northeast, yeah.
And occasionally, like, Wisconsin or Virginia.
I am going to Florida in the fall, in the spring.
Wait, where are you going to? I was going to try to put words in your mouth. Tell me
We're
where.
going to Fort Myers. Jimmy Dunn,
Oh,
another
yeah.
good buddy of mine, is opened a pop-up club in Fort Myers around spring training.
That's correct.
And young Gus Viveris and I will be down there doing
So-
shows together.
He had asked me about doing that crazy run of shows, and I couldn't get the scheduling to
Yeah,
work.
you're-
But that is going to
you're
be
jammed up.
I'm jammed up, but that is going to be so much fun
Yeah,
for
it's
you guys.
gonna be great.
I'm actually like worried for your safety. And let me explain.
Yes.
Not because you're like a crazy partier.
Right.
You're not.
No.
No.
Nope, those
None
days
of
behind me.
and neither's
No.
Jimmy Dunn,
No.
right? We love Jimmy Dunn.
No.
Jimmy Dunn of your podcast, Two Guys
You
Whack
whack
Up a Butt.
pie, another podcast.
Another podcast. But I also think that our Red Sox fans, when they go down to Florida, they turn a corner quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you are doing shows every night at, like, 7 p.m.,
yep,
right?
yep.
I mean, after they've been at the field all day.
All day, sure.
So,
Sure.
you know.
A couple cups of beers in them.
Gus
It'll
is
be
going
like
to
the old
boot
days.
camp.
Gus
go
is gonna
call me
learn
boot
a
camp.
lot. Yeah, he turns 21 in the middle of it too.
Gussie.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Gus is gonna be 21.
I remember Gus being a toddler and being at the Comedy Connection in
Yep.
Portland, Maine with you, and him, like, toddling from the back, you know where Boone's was?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, walking. He had just learned to
to
walk,
walk.
and he's walking.
Right.
Is that not insane?
That's crazy, isn't it? That it went that fast. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one more. I don't think about it. We just keep going.
Right, just keep moving.
Just keep moving.
Just
That's
keep
all
moving.
we
Those
can
kids
do.
are great.
Right. So you can be seen in all your fine comedy outlets.
Yes.
You got anything that you want to tell folks that you're working on or doing? We did a web series
We
together.
did do a web series together.
Right, called Paid For By.
Yep, and that'll be out. You'll be able to view that soon, I
Soon,
think.
yeah. We
So
won all
Dawn-
kinds of awards.
We did win all sorts of
Yeah.
awards, yeah. And also, Dawn Smith, who's
Yes.
the writer and director of
Yeah,
that.
she's great to work with.
She's my writing partner now.
Oh,
so
no
we're working
kidding.
on a few things together.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great.
I'm sure we'll call you again.
Well, make sure there's a part for an old grumpy guy. Who
already
doesn't
wrote it.
shut-
You're
right.
already in
All
there.
right,
It's
all right.
impossible to write without
So we
you.
do.
Oh!
This means
That's very Las Vegas-y, by the way.
I know, isn't
It's like
it?
I just won something on penny slots. I'm like,
don't-
shit.
you expect like a curtain
Yeah.
to open.
Ba-da,
Right.
ba.
Do you want the goat or the new dryer?
Oh my God, is Wayne Brady here? I want a tree.
So it's time to duel.
Okay.
And as always,
God, let me get ready.
at stake is the coveted Dueling Comedians trophy.
Okay.
So don't feel any pressure. But I'm hitting the button and it's on, babe.
Oh, here we go. Is it me? Am I first?
As soon as the button works, it is.
Larry's getting to it.
We'll tighten that up in post.
It's no bigs.
Give it a whirl.
Nope.
Nope.
Did I pull it out?
Don't pull
Oh.
out my button. We're
No.
going to go with this.
All right, you're up.
Okay, I'm up. So I recently was married to a man, and just so everybody knows,
Good start.
it's a man, and he is great. But I love him very much, and I want to be his wife. I just don't want to live with him. Like, I think we would do better if we lived in a duplex, right? Or maybe 2 tiny houses at the end of a cul-de-sac with 1 fire pit for snuggling.
I, as you know, have been married a good long time. And sometimes I will talk to my wife and forget she is not a friend of mine. And I'll be in the middle of something and I'll go, this isn't going the way I had hoped.
We don't sleep well together in the same bed. Like, we don't do well together. And the reason why is because there's a couple reasons. First of all, he snores like crazy. He's a loud snore. It's like sleeping in an MRI machine with the knocks. Like, I don't know how he's doing it. The other thing is he can just decide he's going to bed. Like, out of nowhere, he's just like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. And then he's gone. He goes into a coma for literally 9 hours every night starting at 9:30. I always have a hard time shutting down. So when I lay down to go to bed, like, I have a million thoughts going through my brain, like a million thoughts. I watch a lot of true crime, so the last thought I always have is someone followed me home from the Star Market. Like, every single time. Someone followed me home from the Star Market because they want some of this. They saw me touching the fruits with my tiny hands. They got a thing for tiny hands. They're going to cut off my tiny hands. So I wear a lot of layers to bed with buckles and zippers and Velcro and snaps because if you're going to get at my shit, you're going to work for it.
Well, you know, I'll take that the guy's approach to that. I remember I was watching TV with my wife not too long ago, and this hadn't happened in 40-something years, but she just looks at me, she goes, why don't you go get ready for bed? And it wasn't like get ready for bed like anything other than sleeping was going on. It was just like, get ready for bed. And it hit me at that point that I've never been comfortable with that term, go get ready for bed. There's nothing to get ready.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, job done. If you're already prone, you're ahead of the game.
I always wear matching pajamas to bed, and a lot of people are like, oh, for your husband? And I'm like, no, my husband's in a coma. I could come to bed in a chicken suit, and he'd be like, I want chicken. I go with matching pajamas because what if I die in my sleep? Because if I die in my sleep, what if what you're wearing is what you have to wear in the afterlife? Like, I don't want to show up at the new Dead People mixer wearing a blown-out crotch pair of leggings and an old Duran Duran T-shirt. That's not how you make friends at the new Dead People mixer. That's not how you get on the new Dead People student council. Dress for the job you want.
Well, I will keep that thought going too. It's so easy to work with you. At one point I had 2 brothers.
Yep.
And around my dad's passing, they were kind of, machoing it up, and it became obvious that we were there was no more buffers between us and the great hereafter.
Sure.
So they would say to me, and they'd goat me into they'd go, when it's your time to go, are you going to face it like a man or a mouse? And I finally got sick of it, and I just blurted out, I go, you know what, I'm going like a mouse. Because when you think about it, generally speaking, the last thought a mouse has is, peanut butter.
I'll hit it for you. This is hard with you because I know your bits. So I'm laughing. I'm not helping my cause.
You're not helping.
I'm aware that these are very morbid thoughts, and I
Yes.
just want to point that out. I actually have crazy thoughts a lot, and I try to control them, but it's really difficult. And when you have thoughts like this, people ask you, hey, do you always have this much anxiety? I understand. I also have anxiety. And I'm always like, well, I have like legit, there's a file about my anxiety. And they say, well, I get a lot of anxiety around the dentist. What do you get anxiety about? And I'm like, well, currently on a loop, I think there are snakes living in the walls of my parents' condominium in Florida because that's a thing that happens. And one morning, my dad's going to wake up. My mom's going to be swallowed by a snake. And then he's going to freak out and go looking for her only to find the second snake because, well, Noah and the ark. And then that snake's going to swallow my dad. And now I'll have two parents inside two snakes. And the worst part is I don't think that's what they wanted to wear in the afterlife.
When I was watching the other day the movie Titanic, speaking about multiple deaths.
Yes.
And multiple. Well, you had two. I'm up in it.
Yeah.
To a cruise ship for
like
it.
1900.
From 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But that's why I
Yeah.
referenced the movie.
Thank you.
Because it's the movie in particular that I have problem with, where they made up this love story.
Yeah.
And you either they're on the prow of the ship and everything,
Yeah.
and then the shit happens. It all goes down, and the boat is sinking, right? And the ass end of the boat goes tail up, and it's going into the thing, and a guy falls off. Do you know this?
Yes.
Remember this bit? The guy falls off the back of the boat, and he falls like 100 feet, and he hits the propeller, and you hear tink, like they put the tink in. Like, and that's not there by accident. There had to be a guy in a control booth going, clunk, no, boink, tink. That's it. I'm a genius. I know the proper sound to make when a guy's skull hits a giant propeller at 60 miles an hour. Have to follow. Tink. I'm a genius. I've done it again.
Oh no. Whenever I hear that part of that movie, I always think to myself, oh, Bugs Bunny just fell off the boat. Ting, zoink. Oh, that was fun.
That was good. Uh-oh. Now
we just wrote our sitcom.
We
okay,
did.
go
That
ahead.
was if you can listen to this and not put us on TV, you're an idiot.
You're crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. What's it going to be?
Larry, what do you think?
I have sound effects.
Do you?
So I'm
You want to run some by us?
Well, I'm somewhat more qualified than you to do noise analysis in a tragic movie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your toes, Larry.
I think it lightened the mood.
Oh.
That's a tragic movie. First off, I must apologize to our guest for the button malfunction.
Oh, I'm fine.
I don't want you to think it was a hazing of a female comic. It was completely coincidental.
I worked through it.
All right. At least you're over it. This one was difficult. Kelly was very, very funny.
Isn't she the best?
I like her.
Thank you, friend.
I'm not implying I didn't like the other guests.
I understand.
I'm just saying she's my favorite.
All right, don't get worked up. There's no need
I'm your
to get...
first woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no need to get so
welcome.
hot over it, Larry.
All right. The winner is Tony V.
Yeah.
Every time. Every time.
Kel,
You're like impossible to beat.
Kel, that was great.
That was so fun.
It was so much fun to... two grown-ups shouldn't have this much fun.
Two grown-ups should have this much fun.
Yeah,
and I'm so glad that we still do.
Go out and have this much fun.
Yes.
Listen to us. Look for Kelly Mac on all of her social platforms. Like us on Facebook at Dueling Comedians. And as long as people don't know we're here, we're going to keep doing it.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.